to my channel. How are you guys all doing today? Who is feeling my face beats, please? Let me act humble for a minute, even though you all know I'm vain AF. Who's feeling my face beats for a minute, please? Why am I being so extra? I have no idea. I literally woke up today with zero energy. Okay, no, I didn't wake up with zero energy. I had energy, and then I did my workout, and I'm just like, I can't for the rest of the day. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm sorry, you guys. I might just be distracted by my own beauty. I know it's annoying. I want to click out of this video, but don't. Come on, stay. Anyways, how you guys doing? If this is your first time watching my video, please subscribe and like this video. And if you're one of my OGs, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. See, I didn't have this energy when I put on this camera. Honestly, I don't know where it's coming from. Anywho, so I'm doing this video and I'm going to make it really short and quick because you guys asked for it. Well, not everybody, but someone dropped a comment in one of my videos and she asked me to do a Q&A if I had not already done one. I remember that the last Q&A I did was like 3 years ago on my first channel, which is now our couples channel. So I don't really think it's still relatable because I watched it recently. Anyways, if you guys want to go see that, I made that video while I was still in Dubai. I'll leave it in the description box below and I'll also leave it up in one of these corners. So without talking too much, I'm blabbing and just admiring my own beauty. Like what? Let's get right into the video. The questions I have are actually from 3 people, but there are a lot of questions from those 3 people. So I just felt like there was no need to go on Instagram and say, oh, I'm going to do a Q&A or come back, because these questions are on my YouTube community tab. I already have like a lot of questions. Let me show you guys the questions that I got on my community tab. So I already got these questions, which I'm going to be answering. So I'm just like, let me just work with these ones. Anywho, these blue Z's. The first question is, how many kids do you want, if any? And some of these questions make me feel as if this video should be on our couples channel, but then some of them are not couple-ish. So I'm just like, let me just put it here. Me and Casey can always do a Q&A for our couples channel if you guys want that as well. God, they finish work. See, this video will annoy you because I'm going to be feeling myself the rest of this video. So please, if you know you're not a hater, keep watching. If you hate beauty, then click off. It's fine. Between myself and Casey is my husband if you're new to this channel, and we got married in December of last year. So we're literally like 6 months, almost 7 months married at this stage. Wow. We're not even counting. That's bad. I'm going to drag him when he gets home. Anywho, what was I saying? So we both want 2 kids. We've agreed like 2 kids, maximum of 3. My dad doesn't agree. Obviously, our parents want more kids, but it's 2021. Nobody's having 10, 11 kids anymore. Like, who's gonna do all that running around and all that responsibility? But then again, people always bring the argument of, oh, let God's will be done. Don't tell God what to do. Let him give you what the number he wants to give you. I was even having a conversation with my mom, and I'm like, Mommy, if I have that many, are you going to take care of them? She's like, of course. When you give birth to them, bring them for me. I'll take care of them. Anyway, so yeah, we want 2 or 3 kids, and it's something we've mutually agreed. To be honest, we want 2. 3 is a push. It's just like mistake. Don't mistake in case we have 3 kids and then the child is watching tomorrow and say, oh, but we saw a mistake. No, I mean, like, in case anything happens, like we don't protect ourselves and we happen to have a 3rd child, it's fine, but that's the maximum we want to have. Someone said, I remember the same person, her name is Sotonye. Thank you so much, baby girl. She's also a YouTuber, so you guys should please go check out her channel. I watch her, she watches me. We vibe like that, okay? We vibe like that. Anyway, so the second question is, she said, I remember the video you filmed about being scared of marriage or something along those lines. How do you feel any differently now? Well, that question is a very interesting one because I remember I did film a video with 𝙏𝙼𝙖𝙑, another YouTuber, and we mentioned the reasons why we were scared of marriage.
I do feel like some people can relate though.
Yeah, exactly. I do feel like this is a very relatable topic, but I feel like it's a topic nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah, because people tend to kind of attack you.
But anyway, so we're going to be talking about my fears, and she's going to be giving her opinion on what she thinks of my fears of marriage. Do I feel any differently now? 100%, because all the reasons why I said I was scared of marriage I don't have that in my marriage, so there's nothing making me afraid of marriage in my marriage. Like, I'm married to my best friend. If you hear the conversations me and Casey have, like if you follow our couples channel, I'm sure you kind of have an idea of the kind of couple we are. Meet the reason why we haven't vlogged.
Oh, I'm reading the word of God.
You, Casey.
Give me the word of God that I'm reading.
You'll probably see that these two, they both don't have sense for each other. So that's like, I know people, it sounds so cliche when you say marry your best friend, or people say they marry their best friend, but like literally you think they're exaggerating. There is nothing, I can't explain it. Think of like your female best friend or your male best friend. Just think of the one person like you're happiest being around. Like you say all this craziest shit, like you say all this stupidest stuff, like you're not afraid to be yourself in front of that person. The person knows your deepest secrets and doesn't judge you. Just think of living with that person, with the perks of being like, you know, physically intimate with that person as well. Like just think of like living life with your best friend. So no, all the reasons why I said I was scared of marriage in that video are not in this video. I remember I said something about like I'm not a domestic person, and the typical African marriage setting, they expect the woman to be extremely domestic, always cooking and cleaning, and I'm not that person. And in my marriage, like we both understand each other, so I'm not forced to do things I'm not happy doing just because I'm a married woman. I always told myself, like if I'm living a baby girl life as a single person, I want to live an even babyer girl life as a married person. And I'm grateful to God that that's what's happening. Like I have zero regrets, and I always tell him that if it wasn't him, when I had ever mushy. So in case if you're watching this, just take this mushiness for now, because I'm not going to give you again. So I always tell him that if it wasn't him, if I didn't marry him, I don't see it working out with any other person on this planet. Like nobody, like even the ones I dated before him, and I thought, oh my god, this is dreamy eyes, love struck smiling, this is my husband. Ew, I'm happy it worked out with him. Remember one coconut head guy I tried to date? Like let's not go into that sharp, but yeah, no, I'm not scared. Like marriage is, I can't, like I like coming out here to sound like I have the perfect marriage, but literally my married life to me is perfect. Don't get me wrong, we're not perfect human beings. We argue. In fact, we just argued last week. But when we come back together, we know that at the end of the day, say, big head, why did you do that? Why did you get? It's not like, oh yeah, and you do this. Like I really don't know how to describe it. It's something that you need to experience to understand. But yeah, basically marry your best friend. Like marry someone that doesn't like keep things to their chest. Like somebody that, not somebody that when you argue, the person will carry khaki, drive out for 3 days, you not see them, not call you, not talk to you. It's not that deep. Just find someone like you guys quickly let things go, and then when you guys are resolving like your arguments as well, you can say, like I literally tell Casey, I say, Casey, you're the most annoying human being I know that exists on this planet. Like you're literally the most annoying human being God created, like no cap. And he also tells me, you two, you are annoying. So you will annoy each other, you will get on each other's nerves, but it's not all the time. And it's also sweet when you guys reconcile. So all those married couples that say we've never argued, please, I beg, save that. But yeah, marriage is really beautiful. I always told myself I'll never be the person to come and sit down and say, oh my god, oh marriage, because I always thought it was fake when people did it. I always felt like definitely your marriage has to have problems, even though my parents' marriage looked beautiful to me. But I can't believe I'm sitting down here and saying it. Like I'm not going to be one of those people that say I wish I did it sooner, because I feel like I did it at the time when I was supposed to do it. Nah, like I was living my baby girl life and I'm still living my baby girl life. So yeah, marriage is beautiful. I'm not scared now. None of that shit is happening to me, and all those negative things will never happen in my marriage in Jesus' name. Okay, amen. Do you think you could ever do long distance in marriage because of work, school, or something else? Let the plane fly. Wow, the plane is flying! See, I'm putting all this part in the video. Don't think I'm cutting it out. You guys are going to, I'm going to annoy you people in this video. Yeah, so I think the plane has gone. So the question is, do you think you could ever do long distance? Because our dating life, we started long distance. We've had long distance in a lot of, the number of years we dated has had a lot of it long distance. We only ever lived in the same city when I moved to Lagos, which was 2 years ago. Yes, which was 3 years ago. So, and even at that, we're not even like dating at the time. I didn't even tell him I was coming to Lagos. That's a story for another day. So yeah, we've only like been in the same place for 2 years out of the like 6, 7, 8 years that I've known him and we've dated in between that period. So for me, distance is not a problem. Or before I got married, I used to say distance is not a problem because it successfully worked for us. However, I find that now when he travels for like 2-3 days, I'm already missing him. I'm like, So I feel like my mind is changing. We have not had any circumstance where we feel like this person has to live here, that person has to live here. But if you ask Casey would say that he doesn't ever want it to happen. He doesn't ever want us to live apart from each other because he's like, what's the point of being married? Like, he's like, okay, maybe you have to travel for work for like 2-3 months, it's fine, but permanently living there for like a year, 2 years, like he's like, no, because we've talked about it. I'm like, okay, if you get a job now, maybe in somewhere else, and because we always say whose salary is higher, and your salary is like significantly higher than what I earn at the time, what do you think? Like, are we going to, I've asked him that question, are we going to live apart? Are you going to move and I'll like remain on my job and stuff? He's like, hell no, like he doesn't ever want that. So based on him not even wanting it, I don't see us doing that if it's in our control. So yeah. Do you feel the pressure to do certain kinds of videos to reach a wider audience or blow on YouTube? That's an interesting question because I don't even know what video I will do that I will blow on YouTube. And I'm not, to be honest, like I'm okay with my organic growth. Obviously, let me pass. See, every time this plane passes, I'm gonna admire myself. Okay. Yeah. So as I was saying, like in the past, I've had phases in my life where I'm like extremely bothered about, like I'm like, oh my god, I'm putting so much effort into my content, I'm producing good videos, I'm producing great videos, but like nobody is watching, I'm not growing at the pace I think I should grow. But I've made peace with the situation. I've told you guys on this channel that I'm okay with the community I'm building at the pace it's growing. Could I, if I know something to do that would make me blow, yes, I would do. I remember there was a time when I wanted to collaborate, like I wanted to travel to like Port Harcourt and Abuja to collaborate with big YouTubers, but I was like, when I just sat down and thought deeply about it, I'm like, it's not worth it. Like it's really not worth it. So like that would have been the thing I would have done to sort of blow on YouTube. But I've also realized that collaborations are not like the holy grail for blowing. People will come to your channel immediately you do that collaboration, but it will fizzle down with time. So have I ever been tempted to do certain kinds of content to blow on YouTube? Honestly, I don't even know what kind of content blows on YouTube. If I did, I would my dear friend also blow on YouTube. These dollars that YouTube pays, I'm not gonna lie, everybody wants it. I would definitely do it, but I don't even know what kind of videos those are. But in the same light, I would say I'm okay with what I'm doing. I'm comfortable with my videos I post out. I feel proud of my videos whenever I put them out. So as far as I'm proud of my videos, I'm okay. Like 100 views, fine. 1 million views, also fine. The most important thing for me is to be proud of the video I put out. So that's it. Why don't you promote your other businesses more? And I think I've already kind of answered that in a video where I said that because I have my hands in so many other things, I know that if I put myself as the face of it, I'll have way more responsibility than letting it just grow as a business on its own, especially because I have a 9 to 5 and most of my productive hours goes into my 9 to 5. So if I say I want to put my face behind so many other things, it's going to take way more time and way more energy from me. So what I do is collaborate and hire people I know are competent to do the job, so that like even if I'm not physically present or there to handle the business, I know that the important thing is that I set up structures and quality processes that I know even without me saying, oh, this is my business. I just don't want the responsibility with putting my face as a lot of the other things I do, if that makes sense, because it's a lot of responsibility. Do you think we could be internet friends? Of course, baby girl, we could be internet besties. Like I'm an open book. I can be anybody's friend. If you are 10 years old, if you are 50 years old, if you are white, if you are black, if you are green, I can be anybody's friend. So please, girl, I watch your videos. I love them. Keep them coming. Definitely, I already think we are friends. So yeah. Oh, she says, not a question, but I love how you and Casey are. Virtual hugs for you, girl. Thank you so much. Why so fine? My dear, even me, as I'm sitting like this, I'm asking like, why so fine? You can say that again. Why so fine? Please. Has marriage changed you or your outlook on life? I feel like I saw. Okay, that was a different question. Do you see some certain things differently? Marriage has not really. I would say that marriage has not really changed me much because I was a fully aware of myself individual before we got married, which is why I always tell people not to rush into marriage because you're like 26, 27. Why are you rushing into marriage? You still have like 70, 80 years in front of you by God's grace. So I wouldn't really say that marriage has changed me much, but what I would say is it has changed me in the sense that because Casey is a very like spiritual Christian and everything, it influences me to also want to, you know, be more hands-on with my spiritual life, with reading my Bible, with praying, with going to church, that kind of thing. And also the way I used to deal with grudges with my friends is now different because if Casey knows that me and you are friends and we have an argument today, Casey will not let me breathe until I call you and we make peace. So in a case where I was still single, maybe me and my friends will maybe we have a falling out, and I'll just not talk to the person until the person talks to me or something, depends on who offended who. Casey would, because of Casey's influence, now I know to walk up to you and apologize or talk about the situation even if I was not at fault. So I would say in that angle it has definitely changed me. The next person has asked, number one, she says, what's your love language? My love language, I have two love languages: quality time and gifts. You have to shower me with gifts, baby. And her next question is, do you experience demotivation, and if yes, how do you manage it? Excuse me, why am I burping so much? I think I'm hungry. She says, do you experience demotivation, and if yes, how do you manage it? So whenever I feel like something is weighing me down, like I'm not getting, there was a time, let me just tell you guys, there was a time when I moved to Lagos. When I moved to Nigeria, this is my first time living in Lagos. There was a time when I moved here, I was depressed for like 6 to 9 months. I would always cry myself to sleep. I hated the fact that I chose our company branch in Nigeria instead of going to Seychelles at that time. I also hated Lagos so much. It was just so, people were just angry unnecessarily. Like, I'm used to a calm, peaceful, like, take it easy. People were just on the edge so much, and like, things were just adding up for me financially. Things were not just adding up. Like, I just felt it was not a worthy move. I took a pay cut to move to Lagos, like, and I was already used to a certain standard of life, so managing my money was really difficult. See, I was really depressed. Where I was living was I'm not going to talk about that, but yeah, so that in itself was demotivating in terms of like my career. And also with YouTube as well, I've told you guys that before in the past, I used to be demotivated when you put so much effort and energy into a video and like you feel like you're not growing the way you want to grow. However, how I handle being demotivated is I take a break. If I feel like YouTube is stressing my life, I take a break. In my job, like even my boss knows this, I don't wait to take my vacation like the whole 21 days at a stretch. No. Before it starts to stress me out, weigh me down, and make me feel like, oh my god, I really need a break. I take breaks. Like I take 2 days here, 3 days here, 4 days here, at a public holiday. That's what I do. So I take a break. That's what helps me. I take a step back. Then I wait till I start missing the activity before I go back to it. Another thing that really helps me is I talk to my family and my loved ones. Like for instance, there's a time I wanted to quit YouTube, and I told Casey. He said, my dear, you go nowhere. And I was like, no, but Casey, we have a couples channel which is actually like has potential to grow as well. We can focus on that. Like I can post my videos there from time to time. He's like, no, baby girl, you stay. So having people that I talk to as well really helped me. So I hope that answers your question. Like also I watch videos, I watch motivational speeches, and most times I just think of the end goal. Why did I start? Like where am I seeing this going? Like if like the time I was depressed about my career, I'm just like, well, where do I start? Like what's the end goal for my career? So that keeps my head screwed back on right. and she said, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Trust me, I wouldn't pick one place to live in this world. If I had a passport that allowed me to live in anywhere I wanted to live, I would live like 2 years here, 3 years there, 4 years in another place, 5 years in another place. Like, I would live around the world, because I feel like the world is so big. You would need to see, let me just tell you guys something. There's a difference between traveling as a tourist and living in a place. I know it's both comes with a certain level of exposure, but there's nothing like settling into a place, knowing the people, how they behave, what they eat, the language they speak. So I love that so much. That's why I really love my job, because it affords me that opportunity to do that. Live 2 years here, 1 year here, 3 years there, 4 years there. I love it so much. So I would live everywhere, honestly. I can't pick a particular place. I don't have a bucket list when it comes to a location to live. I want to go everywhere. I want to travel everywhere. What motivates you to work hard? What makes you guys think I work hard? I can be a lazy ass a lot of the time, but what motivates me? A lot of things motivate me. When I think of the money, when I think of my personal gratification, when I think of I really don't know. This question is so pretentious. Like, I don't know how to answer this question in a modest way. I feel like it's such a pretentious question. Like, what motivates you to work so hard? What motivates? I don't know. Like, I don't. Number one, I don't know how to be idle. So already that one motivates me to work hard. If I don't know how to be idle, so I always fill my time with things I love to do, which, like, right now is YouTube. I'm recording for you guys. So a lot of things motivate me. The kind of life I want to live, the dreams I have, the goals I have, the vision I have, the mission I have, the financial goals I want to attain, the personal goals I want to attain. So many things, even sometimes just to making my family and friends proud as well. There's so many things that motivate me, so many things. Another thing that motivates me is when the Bible says that we would be lenders and not borrowers, and like, I'm just like, okay, yes. So those things motivate me. How old are you? So I'm going to give you an age range, because I've seen this question in other places. I'm between 20 and 40. Pick what you think. I mean, don't I look like a 21-year-old? I know I do. When would you be ready for kids? To be honest, if you had asked me this question like 3 months ago, I would have told you, not now, not this year, not like I wouldn't have been able to give you a time frame, because you guys saw the video of the birth control video where I said, like, I'm not prepared, we're both not prepared, like, if it's left to us, we don't want it to happen now. But I was watching 𝙏𝙖𝙖𝙧 video, and where she was saying that some people sacrifice their career, for kids, and some other people sacrifice their kids for career. And she's like, the latter is the most stupid one, because years down the line you realize that, why did I do that? So it's better for you to sacrifice your career for kids than the other way around. So it has kind of given me a different perspective to when I want kids and how many we want and all of those things. Also, from that video as well, I got so many comments, even private messages, my family, my friends and everything. I got so much reactions on that video, and it just kind of changed my perspective slightly. So right now I can't give it time. When it happens, it happens. But we're still planning it. We're not going to be stupid with it just because we're saying when it happens, it happens. Chicken. Kids by choice, not by chance. Hey, chai. What's a deal breaker for you? I have a deal breaker for me is disloyalty. I expect loyalty from my husband, I expect it from my friends, I expect it from my family members. So that's a huge deal breaker for me. When you're disloyal to me, when you don't have my back, and when you're unfaithful to me, it's a deal breaker for me. I just feel like we never had a relationship if you're gonna be disloyal to me. What do you do for fun aside YouTube? I watch YouTube videos, I watch Netflix movies, I read books. Well, I love playing volleyball, but in Lagos I've not found anywhere to play, so I don't do that. And I just love learning new stuff, so I'm always researching one thing or the other, hence why sometimes you see my videos look like documentaries when I have the time to make such videos. But yeah, that's what I do for fun, I guess. Another thing I really love doing, especially before I came to Nigeria, is like eating out with my friends every weekend, trying different cuisines, going to different restaurants. But Lagos makes it a bit difficult to do that because most of the restaurants you want to try are on the island. I live on the mainland, so it's like an hour away. And once you step out of your gates in Lagos, once you cough, 50k has gone. So it has really curbed my going around, hopping around to eat out with my friends. But yeah, I really love to do that. Now the last question. This is the last question. Yeah, that's the last question. Oh, sorry, the last question. What's the age gap between you and your husband? I think the age gap between us is 4 years. 4 or 5. I don't even know my husband's age. I know he's between a certain age and a certain age, but I don't even know because I met him at a certain age. I'm like, how old are you again this year? So, but I think it's like 4 years or 5 years. It's not too much, which is ideal for me. Yeah, I think it's 4 years. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for your questions. Like I feel like I'm feeling like Beyonce that you guys actually have questions for me. You guys want to know me. Before I end this video, I'm just going to give you guys the basics about me so you guys don't wonder. I am Nigerian. People think I'm Ghanaian or from Benin Republic or from Togo or something. I'm Nigerian. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. My names are all Akwa Ibom State names. I'm married. Obviously, you guys already know that. We got married in December of last year. We don't have any kids. I think somebody asked, I think there's a question I'm missing. Oh, that was in another video. Somebody asked me that where do I work? I work for a hospitality management. Let's wait for the plane to fly. I work for a hospitality, a multinational, it's a global brand, a hospitality management company. That's where I currently work. And I'm a YouTuber. I also create content for other people. I'm a producer. I also have a line of bridal wear, bridal robes actually. I also have a travel line, and I also do affiliate marketing. So if you want to hit me up, hit me up. I think that's basically it about myself that I've said. I've lived in 3 different countries and counting, and I definitely still want to do more. I just moved to Lagos about 3 years ago, and I'm opening. I'm open to going to as many other places as possible. I'm also a beautiful girl, as you can see. As I said, I was gonna annoy you guys in this video, so yeah, I'm sorry that this video is long. I really do not want it to be long, but yeah, I hope I've answered you guys' questions. If you have more, leave it in the comment section and I will answer them a long time away, because I really don't like doing Q&As about myself. I feel like it's so so yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Bye.
To be honest, I don't really need to be fair. To be honest, I've been caught.
The next question is, do you feel good? I hate Q&As. I'm sorry.